Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very pink episode of Dan the Movie Man. As you could tell with just by my hair and my shirt, if you really can't see it that well, here you go. I'm gonna be reviewing Barbie. I saw it quite a few times over the weekend, and I absolutely positively loved it. This movie, I loved it. There really isn't anything wrong with it. But first off, but before we get too far into my review, let's kick things off with a nice, good cocktail. Cheers. Yum, yum, yum. Mmm. You were going to want to dance the night away with that cocktail. All right, so on to my review. Greta Gerwig directed this movie. She did a fantastic job, just like she did with the other two movies that she has directed. That was Lady Bird and Little Women. Greta Gerwig and Noah Baumbach wrote the story, wrote this movie. They did a fantastic job with it too. The cast, by the way, you couldn't have assembled a better cast for this movie. Everybody in this movie is fantastic. Margot Robbie is exceptional as Barbie. Ryan Gosling, pretty much steals the entire movie as Ken. And as for the rest of the cast, they're fantastic. But I also want to single out three people that acted in this movie. Connor Swindell, who played a Mattel intern named Aaron. Ncuti Gatwa, who played a version of Ken, and of course, Emma Mackey, who played physicist Barbie, who is currently on my shirt. I don't know if you saw it at the beginning, but let me just stand up and show you guys again. She is on my shirt. You guys, as any person that watches my channel will know, I absolutely love Emma Mackey. I have pretty much done a review for everything that she's been in. I pretty much adore her. So the fact that they were able to cast three people from one of my favorite shows, Sex Education on Netflix, is truly, I thought it was I was pretty much jumping out of my, pretty much excited beyond all hell whenever I heard that these three people were cast in this movie. It instantly made me want to see it even more. So yeah, let's just keep going here. The only way they could have made this cast more talented is if they brought in Amy Lee Wood, who plays Emma Mackey's best friend in Sex Education. I really think that she would have fit well in this movie. Also, I could definitely see her come into the movie, bring a batch of her delicious looking vulva cupcakes that she made in season 3. I think that would have been really funny. So yeah. Yeah. Next point. Before I get to my rating, I want to touch up on the Oscar chances that this movie has. I could definitely see this movie being nominated for Best Picture. I could definitely see Greta Gerwig getting a nomination for director. I can even see Noah Baumbach and Greta Gerwig getting a nomination in a screenplay, whether this is adapted or original. Really, I think it would be adapted, but then again, I'm not really sure. Ryan Gosling, I think he's definitely a shoo-in for Best Supporting Actor. I don't know if he's going to win or not, but I think he's definitely going to be nominated. Margot Robbie, I'm not really sure if she should I don't know if she's going to get a Best Actress nomination. I personally think she deserves it. Song, the soundtrack is filled. This movie has a great soundtrack, so there's plenty of songs that you can pick plenty of songs that you can pick from. Also, production design and costume design. I think that both of these categories, I think this is pretty much guaranteed a win for both of these categories. So yeah, and if years ago, I'm not sure what year it was, but Greta Gerwig was nominated for, I think, Best Adapted Screenplay for Little Women. She didn't win. I think that year they gave it to Taika Waititi for Jojo Rabbit. I think that she definitely deserved the Oscar that year. Whether or not she gets an Oscar for this movie remains to be seen, but I do think that she is definitely deserving of an Oscar, just based off of what she's done. And she has now earned herself a spot in one of my favorite directors of all time, that being alongside Jordan Peele, Martin Scorsese, and Steven Spielberg and Quentin Tarantino. Um, my rating, um, I would give this a 10.5 out of 10, just because this cast was so spectacular. So yeah, um, everyone's gonna say like, you're rating this too high, you're too easy on your ratings. No, no. I love this movie, and I have seen this movie 5 times, and I haven't even scratched the surface yet. I plan on seeing this movie a lot more times than 5 times, because I think it's just an incredible movie, and it deserves to be recognized by the Academy. So yeah, all right, that's it. That's gonna be it. All right, goodbye.